Hey there, responders and RMPs. Chrissy Brooks here with Hypothetical for March 2026, Poison 6, Packing Group 3. And we are working with a different program today. Hopefully it's going to make my audio a little better for you. Downside is that I can't use my camera. So unfortunately you are not able to see me. Send me feedback and let me know if you like it better this way, where my audio is a little bit louder, or if you miss seeing my smiling face. So look forward to getting that feedback from you guys, and I appreciate you being here. Grab your decision tree. We're going to work through our decision tree, reading every word out loud, because you know what? It's good practice. It's going to keep our mind fresh. So here's our hypothetical scenario. Responder needed for leaker at Bay 5 squawks through your walkie-talkie. Upon arrival, you are presented with this package. The corner is obviously wet from something inside. There are red and white hazardous material shipping papers, orientation arrows, and a diamond hazard label indicating this is a Poison 6 Packing Group 3 Hazmat. This package is not generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, vapors, or irritating the skin or eyes in any way. Answer the questions below based on this scenario. So, which box does the decision tree lead us to? So, as we work through our decision tree, our top box is the leaking package generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, vapors, irritating the skin and eyes in any way, or leaking too large of a quantity to absorb or neutralize with available supplies. That one is an all no. So we go down to our next box. Does the leaking package have a diamond hazard label? It does. So we're going to move on to our next box, which is our prohibited. And if you notice, poison 6 or toxic 6 is listed on our prohibited list here. But if you go to page 16 in your decision tree, you should have a copy of the prohibited hazardous material poster. This prohibited poster does show the toxic 6 diamond hazard label on it, but if you look next to it in little itty bitty teeny tiny letters, it says prohibited unless Packing Group 3 appears on or next to the label. So obviously we have our Packing Group 3 on our label, so this product is actually not prohibited. So we're going to continue along like it is not prohibited. And we're going to go to our green box here. Can you determine by any visible means, label, shipping records, etc., that this package contains a household product such as paint, personal care products, or common household chemicals? No, these are nicotine compounds. So we are going to end up package and related spill must be handled by a UPS designated responder. Refer to the appropriate response sheet for hazards and PPE. Follow response action steps to clean up the spill. So we ended up in our yellow box. Response or containment sheet that we are going to go to is going to be our Poison 6 Packing Group 3, which is the last page in your response sheets. So actually second to last, it's page 12 is where we're going in our decision tree. So turn to page 12 here. What is the third statement under hazards on the response sheet? So let's go ahead and read those hazards. Fire may produce irritating or poisonous gases, may be poisonous if inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed through the skin. Material may burn but will not ignite readily. So let's find that one. Material will burn but not ignite readily, and the material may be toxic as well as flammable. Personal protective equipment that we should be wearing is going to be our goggles, boots, apron, and gloves. And what did the response sheet or the containment sheet tell you to do that applies specifically to this damage? All right, let's read through those response action steps. Keep all sources of ignition away from the substance. Avoid any activity that will cause the material to become airborne. Solids. Clean up all spilled solid material. No absorbent is required for solids. Liquids. To avoid any potential reactions, use only Zepsorbent until all liquids are absorbed and the proper Zep consistency is met. Stir with a wooden stirring stick until mixture appears dry. Do not add any sodium bicarbonate to this material. Place the absorbed material into a lined spill tray using a plastic shovel, fiber broom, and or plastic dustpan. Ensure all spill residue is removed from the spill location. Transport your package to the package service center for further processing. So, let's see. This one right here, liquids to avoid potential reaction, use only Zepsorbent Ambiente until all liquids are absorbed. And what material does the response sheet tell us not to use on this product? So if you look again at step number 3 under liquids, it tells us in blue text, do not add any sodium bicarbonate to this material. So they do not want us to add sodium bicarbonate to poison 6 packing group 3s. Continuing on here, I know that I need to access that waste disposal flow chart, absolutely. And going through our waste disposal flow chart, spilled, leaking liquid or powder, or surrendered to the DMP. We did not spill outside of a vehicle. We did not enter a drain. We do not have reportable quantity. Moving on to the red box, does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? Contains nicotine or other acute hazardous waste. We do. If you remember, this was a nicotine compound package, so we do contain nicotine. So we are going to refer to the appendix in the operator's quick reference guide. It looks like it's Appendix O. We're going to click on this hyperlink right here, and that's going to take us to our Appendix O. So red box, refer to the operator's quick reference guide for more specific instructions. Clicking our next button, here's our compliance info. You're probably still working on your DOK because it's the 1st of March, and that's totally fine. Hopefully you can get into ETT and that you can create that own password. Clicking our next button here, we're filling in our information. Whoop, forgot the S at the end of my name. This one, make sure that you are getting your employee number in here correctly. That is what is tying you to completing this hypothetical. So make sure that you're getting your employee number in there correctly. I am in the Omaha division. I will get this fixed here in just a second, so it will say Dakota instead of Sioux Falls or Fargo. So I'm in the Omaha division, and I spend most of my building between the Berkshire and the Papillion building. So we are going to pick one of those and submit my information. And I'm all done. All done with the Poison 6 Packing Group 3 Hypo. You can save your responses so that you can keep that information handy. Otherwise, you can just exit out of this hypothetical. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.